And what up, beautiful people? It's the multitasker here. I just want to let everybody know, just a little heads up that I finally beat Final Fantasy VII through the Whisper bosses to Sephiroth. Now I can finally get my little persevere and a quick review to this game that I really enjoyed this very much. I had a great experience of reliving through the story, even though technically that things are completely different from the original game that many people are familiar of it, but still, it's being faithful and still has the charm of the beloved characters that we all know and love, not to mention lots of interaction with other characters through Midgard to Section 7 to Wall Street. It has all there that's so familiar. And every time I just mess around with the right toggle stick just to move the different angles of the camera. It's just every shot that is considered as a beautiful view as a thumbnail. And I'm talking about the graphics that really delivers of this game very well. And it's so smooth, it's crisp. We'll talk about like a HD quality, and not to mention of the cutscenes as well. That's really did execute it. The CG animated style, and it to me it reminds me of the Event Children movie. And being as a noob to Final Fantasy game ever, but yes, I used to play Final Fantasy X, but didn't go all the way. But still, I was still getting used to of the controls and how to do when it comes to of the melee attacks and the commands. So, but at least I memorized every bits of it. So it's still gonna take me some time to just to when in the heat of the battle, but nevertheless, I do enjoyed it. And let me apologize in advance a couple hours ago on my stream because it did got blocked because copyright claims from Sony because they don't want it to spoil of what happens next because for obvious reasons, and not to mention that there were original music score compilation there, so that's why they just wanted to simply say that you don't need to listen to this. So nothing I could do about it. It's just what it is. Just leave it as it is. So no point in getting upset over it. But I will say to this, and maybe this is called a prediction, that possibility that we may get part two for the remake. Because, quote unquote, this is far from over. So that's all I'm gonna say to this, and just leave it as it right now. And as much as I want to close this chapter right now, I kind of I kind of felt bad that I wanted to simply just end this game right now. But I keep forgetting that this is not my game. It actually belongs to one of my coworkers, so I have to give it back to him. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Maybe one day that if it's a pre-owned, then I would own it and just play through it again because the replay value is very high. And now the fact that since I finished the story mode, that there now now here comes the higher difficulties is that's now included, that's going to be a lot tougher and a lot of challenges. So I may want to think about it, but as I said, this is where I'm going to close this chapter, and this is the last time I'm going to see Aerith and Tifa, because those are the two real lovely waifus, and I'm actually going to miss this game. But I got to move on because Ghost of Tsushima is going to be coming out tomorrow. That's one game I am looking forward to it. So I cannot wait. And also, I'm looking at the game hour time, and it shows 30 hours, 24 minutes, and still clocking. So it's getting a little closer to about 25 minutes. So I guess I beat his timing. Nice. Well, that's all I wanted to say about this. So I'm going ahead and end this video right now. So I do want to appreciate for everybody that wanted to stick around, watch me play through this game, and definitely want to give a big shout out to Metal Steel. Thank you for hanging around. Not to mention the James. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. So peace out, everyone, and good night.